going to do a live tonight for Technique Junkies. I just get my iPad set up here, and I'll be able to see if anybody jumps on to watch. Join me tonight. Impromptu, sort of. Wasn't planning on doing it, but it's all good. There's an ad. Yeah, I had a big day today, so wasn't sure that I was going to be able to do this live, but turned out that it worked out okay. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Okay, it looks like I'm in focus, so that's a good thing. Whoops, sorry. Let me get some light on the table here. Cover up some glare while I'm at it. Yeah. Good, good, good. Hi, T. Glad you made it. Thank you for jumping on. I know you have supper possibly in the next room, so I totally understand if you want to go grab yourself something to eat. You know, I don't expect to have that many links, just what I put in the description box, which is just the standard Technique Junkies information. I want to talk to everybody here real quick once we get a couple people on, hopefully. Hi, Diana. Thank you very much. Hi, Chow. Hi, Candace. Hi, Marva. Hello, Leanne. Thank you. Laura Ann. Thank you. Okay. Good. Thank you, Candace. That's my milestone. I reached 3,000 yesterday on World Card Making Day, which was also, can you believe it, the anniversary of my channel. I said, that is just odd that all those things were happening to me yesterday. I was glad, though. Thank you, Laura Ann. I was glad, though. That was kind of like a cool, thing that had happened on my anniversary of my channel. I didn't really do anything special for World Card Making Day, but Nancy did. I don't know if you all had the chance to know that, but at the last minute, hi, Gloria, Pear Blossom Express. I'm sorry, I can't remember the exact part of it. Thank you, Laura Ann. I'm proud. I appreciate all of you. It's because of all of you. The people who have subscribed to me means a lot to me. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Melissa. Thanks, everyone. Anyways, Pear Blossom Express. I think that's what it's called. She hosted World Card Making Hop yesterday. So you check out Nancy's channel over on Nancy Stamps, and you'll get to see there was about 8 different YouTubers that were part of World Card Making Day yesterday. And if you watch their videos and comment on their videos, then you have the opportunity to win some cool prizes. So definitely worth the checking it out. And the videos were only 20 minutes. They went really quick. It was like boom, 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 boom. And it just, yeah, Nancy did a really good job. Most of the channels had a little bit of technical difficulties. That's when you're doing something like that, where you're doing a live hop, not a hop where everybody just posts their videos to YouTube at the same date and the same time, but an actual live hop where one person is hopping after the next person. Yeah, that's definitely tricky. So, it's bound to have a little bit of quirks. But they're all posted, so you can go back and check everybody. Yeah, Nancy was fast, man. She made a nice card in 10 minutes because her connection wasn't working, so her 20 minutes turned into 10 minutes. But it was fun. It was fun to watch everybody. The lady from Elizabeth Craft Designs, she's never done a live before. And she said, I think I'm going to do more lives, which I thought that was really funny because most people who have never done a live before, once they do one, they're like, well, maybe I'll do these a little more often. Not everybody feels that way after they do their first live, but a lot of people do. Just want to update you all, first of all, just some things that are going on with me in my life. We'll talk a little bit real quick, and then we'll show off some stamps, if that's okay with you. Or maybe I'll save that to the end. So, yeah, I'll save that till the end. Let me show you some happy mail that I got real quick here. I have some really nice mail that I got. I want to show you. Oh, I might have showed this to you already. I know I didn't show you this one. Oh, this is so sweet, you guys. Look what Frida did. She is such a sweetheart. First of all, she sent me this lovely purple card. I do enjoy my purple. The card has several layers of matting, which I think this is I like this visually. So I thought that was really pretty. And then it looks like the background is color bursts or shimmering bliss or some kind of spray or something, color burst maybe. But this is a piece of cardstock that has foil on it, and it says, "My sweet friend." And then on the inside, she sent me, how sweet, some leaves. Whoops. That I could use on different cards. So that was really sweet of her. Yeah, thank you, Frida. How sweet. We've got all kinds of leaves here. It says fall and autumn. Yeah, so I really appreciate you sharing that with me. That was very, very sweet. Yeah, Chow's baby Kaylin, she is beautiful. Her smile just lights up the room. She's a daredevil. She's definitely going to be a tomboy, we think. She is basically running poor Chow ragged, and she just started to walk. So Chow's got a long road ahead of her, but I think it's going to be, this child is going to be like, she's not going to take anything from anybody. This child is going to be little sassy pants, but in a sweet way. She's going to be the one who makes all the rules. Let's put it to you that way. She's a spitfire. That's what I'm trying to say. She's a happy little girl with beautiful brown eyes and beautiful smile. She is a beautiful baby. So, yes, she is something. This is from Sonia, who is Phoenix Risen. And she made this really cute card. It says, "No longer wearing my glasses. I've seen enough." Isn't that cute? That is sweet. Those glasses, they're like 3D dimensional. Isn't that cool? Yeah, she's a hot pepper. Chow said that her husband said to her, "I wanted you to give me a little girl that was sweet and nice. And now but instead I have one that's spicy and hot." Yeah, well, guess what, Dad? Payback. Poor Chow's the one getting the payback, so. But I'm sure she'll, be a lovely child and be very sweet, but she's so cute. Okay, this one was really cute and also unique. So this one was on World Pirate Day. And this is from Debbie Wilson. No, Delina. I'm sorry. This is from Delina. She says on the back, "There is no doubt about it. You are awesome, matey. Have fun talking pirate." Hi, Alyssa. So this was on Pirate. How do you say it? National Pirate Day. This one is so cute. Okay, so this is one of those cards that you can kind of like open up and they have windows in them. There's this really cute octopus with a parrot on his arm or whatever. It says, "Ahoy there." And she used this dark like wood cardstock. There's a treasure chest, a map, a gun, a knife. It says, "Walk the plank. Off with ye to the briny deep, you scallywag." And on the inside, it says, "September 19th, International Talk Like a Pirate Day." That's what it is. International Talk Like a Pirate Day. I knew it was something like that. I just couldn't remember what it was, but thank you, Delina. This is so cute. I love it. That's a very unique card, and it's definitely, I like it. The theme is really cool. Okay. Oh, and then she put inside of there pirate phases that I could use to learn how to talk like a pirate. Okay, that is awesome. Let's see if there's a pirate word. Oh, the bounty. That's the bounty. That's the reward for capturing a criminal. I think the bounty is also a word for, let's look at the new stamps from Technique Junkies. Code word, let's reveal these beautiful stamps. Let me get my water. Thirsty tonight. I did a lot of talking today, so I was at a training for church. So yeah, I did a lot of talking today. All right, good luck finding that Christmas tree, Alyssa. Speaking of Christmas trees, there's a really cool stamp from Technique Junkies that was just released today called Christmas Tree with Gifts. And I looked at this and I thought, that just looks like a classic Christmas card. I mean, Christmas tree. Something you would see on maybe in like an old-fashioned, not in a bad way, but like an old-fashioned Christmas card. And what I did was, I did make a video on this today, so you'll have to check out my channel and check out the video. I just used my dye markers to color the stamp. I didn't color the stamped image, I colored the stamp. So I just used those, and I used the sentiment came from, this is a really nice sentiment set. It's called Scripted Holidays, and you get 6 different stamps, and I will tell you what they say once I lay them all out. Yes, a traditional tree. Thank you. I kept calling it old-fashioned, and that's not what I meant. I just meant like classic. That's what I meant. It just reminded me of a classic Christmas tree. And I think the way I colored it too, kind of, I think the way anybody would have colored it, it just looks kind of classic. I also put some Nuvo drops on the tree. You probably can't see them very well, but I put a couple Nuvo drops on there. You could use those for your ornaments, but I didn't do all of them that way. You could even do different colors as well. Thank you, Laura Ann. Okay, so our sentiments are Merry and Bright. I'll put them in order here. This is Merry and Bright, and Across the Miles, Warm Winter Wishes, Peace on Earth. I really like that one. This one says, wishing you a holiday season full of love, peace, and joy. And this one says, may peace, love, and happiness surround you this holiday season. This is a great set because if you're making your holiday cards, you just need to slap a sentiment and you're not really sure, anything from this would work. Very classic. And the Peace on Earth, I did use on another card that I created. So this one, I used Merry and Bright. And it looks just very traditional, very, I don't know, what is it called? Norman Rockwell? I don't know. Kind of reminds me of that. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Okay, so again, if you like that one, and all the Technique Junkies stamps are on sale 15% off now through October the 8th. So you can save 15% on any of these new stamps that I'm showing you. And on the previously released stamps, you would get 10% off with my code TJ10Tracy. Hi, Susan. Thank you for jumping on. Okay. Another one that I would consider to be like a traditional sort of classic Christmas image are these Christmas bells. And I had a lot of fun with these. I'll show you the card that I made. So what I did was I colored in the image with my alcohol markers, but I used pink and purple instead of your traditional holiday colors. And then I used some glitter on the bells. Yeah, Gloria, on the Christmas tree, that's what I did. I colored the stamp with a water-based, dye-based marker, just a cheap marker. It wasn't anything fancy. And then I just kept flipping it over until the image colored in itself. Oh, anyway, so I did use the art glitter on these bells, which I think really, I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not. I'm not sure if it's showing up, the glitter. It just reminded me of when I was growing up. My mom had some, like, I hate to say it, but like plastic bells like this. They were sort of three-dimensional, but they hung on your wall. And I remember them being glittery. That's what I remember. So that's why I colored my bells this way. Then I had some glitter cardstock that I bought last year at Michael's. It is this size. It's 4.5 by 7, and it's called Pinks and Blues. Okay, so the glitter cardstock. But anyways, it has this really light pink. And I thought that was pretty with the purple and pink bows that I colored. And then I used an embossing folder from Tailored Expressions. And I have to find that one. I thought I had it handy, but I probably put it away. Maybe. Still looking. I had it out for like 3 days on my desk. Then I put it away. Oops. Okay, here we go. Tailored Expressions. This one. This one, it's called Floral Vine. I know you really can't see the embossing folder, but that's the one that I used. Must have fell out of my basket. I'll just pick it up. Okay. Here we go. Here it is. It's pretty. I want to show you this embossing folder. This is the one I used. Did I say this one? Sorry. Switcheroo. I use this one. It's called Holly. Holly. I used the Holly embossing folder. And I'll show you what that looks like. Hi, Jim. I do put things away. I try to anyways. So there you go. That's the embossing folder that I used. Holly. Isn't that pretty? Okay. All right, sorry guys for the slow-mo here. I'll get moving. I'll get a move on. Okay. So we got that pretty one done. I do like that folder. That's pretty. That's Tailored Expressions. I like their embossing folders. I don't have as many embossing folders as Stacy does, but I have some. Okay, so we've got this big, beautiful Santa. There's also a smaller version of this Santa, but I didn't get it. I think it was just a mix-up. It just didn't come with my pack. But there is one that's smaller. So what I did was I took this paper. You guys have seen me use this paper before. It's sort of cream colored. It's sort of like a linen paper. And I just stamped him with regular black ink. I just trimmed it out with a die. And then in the background, I used plaid. And I used plaid that had a matching color to this paper. So I really like this Santa. I know that T had a beautiful card that she created with this Santa. So if you haven't had a chance to check out T's information, she is also on the Technique Junkies design team and has a video and a blog post. And stay tuned. She did a really awesome card with this stamp. And then there's a smaller one if you like the smaller one. Hi, Shay. He's a very classic Santa. Yeah. So hopefully, T, your glasses come soon. Thank you, Jim. Don't forget to thumbs up, everybody. I really appreciate that. The paper, yeah, reminds me of like a parchment, like a linen. It's just an old ream of paper that I got from Michael's, but I like it because it's antique-y looking. That's what I meant. It's like antique-y looking. So we got our big Santa. He's awesome. Okay. Go. Oh, she hasn't showed it yet. Okay. Hi, Debbie. Well, guess what? T, you guys are in for a good one when she posts it because it's really a nice card. It turned out great. All right. All right. So I was super excited about this stamp because I don't have any menorah or Hanukkah stamps. So what we got here. Okay, so this one has the menorahs all across the stamp. And then what I did was I heat embossed it with silver embossing powder. Okay. And then I used the Peace on Earth sentiment that was part of the sentiment set that I showed you earlier. And I just heat embossed that with silver embossing powder. And then I used the silver holographic foil cardstock. And I put it around the sentiment and I put it around the back of the panel. I mean, nothing, major here, but just so pretty, I think, with a light blue paper. And you could use darker blue as well, but I kind of liked that for Hanukkah. So I don't have any Hanukkah stamps. So I was really glad when I saw that one. Thanks, Jim. Oh, thanks, Alyssa. Yeah, I love that Santa too. He's really great. So Pat, who is the owner of Technique Junkies, is just returning from a trip to Scotland. And she got delayed. Her flights and everything got messed up. So she got pretty much delayed like 2 nights. So she's not back yet. But she did say that everything is live and people can go shopping over on her website. And I just want to support Pat with this release. And I wanted to do this live so you all had the opportunity to see what she has to offer. I know that there have been a lot of sales, and like yesterday was World Card Making Day. So, probably a lot of people shopped and everything around those things. But I just want to encourage you to take a look over at Technique Junkies at this new release. Also look at some of the other things that they have available. There's Shimmering Bliss sprays. There's Eyes inks. Everybody loves the Eyes inks. And they have Catherine Pooler inks. Okay, so there's a lot to shop for over at Technique Junkies, not just stamps. And you can use my discount code that T just linked if you want to buy anything that's not part of the new release. The new release is 15% off. There's also a Gotta Have It All bundle on the new release. So if you see everything and you want to have the entire collection, there's a discount for that. All right, this is the stamp that T used today, right, T? She used this one with a snowflake stencil. I believe the stencil might have been from a Colorful Life Designs. It looked like it was. So yeah, this is Santa, and this one says Believe. I love this because I have some dies that say Believe, but it's like, believe in what? You know, what are we believing in? Oh, Santa. I get it. Yeah, like, people take things literally. You just can't, sometimes, some of my friends anyways, would not understand if I just put the word believe on the front of a stamp, on the front of a card, but if, with the Santa going across it, yes, that's cool. I think that's cool. I certainly still believe in the magic of Christmas, and that's what this stamp, I think, conveys. And if you haven't seen T's card that she made with this, it's really cool. It's got the stencil behind it. It looked like she used some kind of eyes ink or maybe glitter paste or something. So that was a great card. So make sure you check that out. Yes, they are reasonably priced. That's why I got so hooked on them. All right, this is our Merry Christmas that's going vertical. I like this. I think this is going to be very helpful for slimline cards as well. And even mini slimline cards. So you've got your Merry Christmas. Whoops. And it's like a block font. And yeah, I mean, you can't beat the price, $2.95. This is a unique orientation for the sentiment. I think that's what makes this really interesting. So I think that'll go really well. Elegant Snowflake, that's the stencil. Yeah, that's T used. Yeah, Jim, if you look on the Technique Junkies website, Pat, the owner, she'll do a technique, like a special technique or something on Fridays. And what she does is she makes that part of a bundle. So that's really cool. All right. So you remember we had this stamp with the bells? Okay, so we've got some sentiments that can go along with it. Yes, diamond eyes ink. Yeah. 24 karat diamond eyes ink. There's nothing better in the world. Okay, so here we have, I told you about the Christmas bell stamp. So this sentiment says, let me get it out of the packaging. It says, as the Christmas bells chime, may the happy sounds you hear ring in joy, happiness and prosperity throughout all the year. So that would go really well, I think, together. I'm sorry if my internet is kind of slow. Sometimes it gets a little bit blurry, but it'll recharge itself. Just give it a minute. Yeah, that Merry Christmas that goes up and down is also good for tags. That's right, T. Good idea. Man, there's so much hacking going on with your Facebook and your Instagrams. It's just terrible time for that right now. My son took some cybersecurity classes, and I think that would be a very lucrative career if he should choose to pursue it. Because as we move into the future, more and more cybersecurity measures are going to have to be installed. You know, these hackers, like, they learn these workarounds. They figure things out. It's kind of scary. And then this cute little card sentiment says, Jingle All the Way. It's a really cute little font. So that would go pretty well with that too. Or you might have Jingle Bell stamp or Jingle Bell die or even Jingle Bell pattern paper. Wouldn't that look cute? Jingle All the Way. Oh yes, Technique Junkies is very well known for these really cool borders. So this one is called Winter Borders, and it's got your classic winter foliage, or whatever you want to call it. We've got the pine boughs. So this has a pine cone and a pine bough. This one has pine cone, pine bough, some kind of sprig of greenery, and then a really cool poinsettia. So with these, what's nice about them is you're able to position them on your card front like this, and then stamp your sentiment right down the middle. So you would go like this. You would do. And you'd have to say the sound effects too while you're at it. You know, that's the only way to do it. So do. Here you go. This one goes here. This one goes here. And then your sentiment goes right down the middle. How about that, right? That's one way to use the borders. Or you could do it like this. You can turn the borders so that they're facing each other like this. All right, you can have them on the top and the bottom of your card, okay? Or you can also then repeat that pattern, and even though it's not an exact fit, you can overlap them and have borders all the way around your card. So that's very versatile, I think. So you're getting these, and you're getting a couple looks out of the borders. And Technique Junkies has a lot of nice border stamp sets. My favorite is the Zen borders. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, this one is really sweet. I like it. Okay, so we've got Merry Christmas. And this stamp not only has that really beautiful font, but it also says star. It has stars, a snowflake, 2 little Christmas trees, everything you need, boom, you know, for a card sentiment. Hi, Susie. Yeah, I like it because it's got a little bit of everything for Merry Christmas. It just sort of just incorporates a lot of those symbols, is what I'm trying to say, of your Christmas, and would look very nice. What I'm going to do, I'll show you what I'm going to use it with. I already have my ideas. I just haven't had a chance to finish all my cards. So I have this stencil from A Colorful Life. This stencil is called Quirky Trees. Let me hold it down on the black paper so you can see it better. So this one is called Quirky Trees. So what I'll do is I'll use my eyes ink in green, okay? Or I'll use my pearl and then ink blend with green. So I would use like a pearl eyes ink product. And then I can use this as my sentiment over top of it. That would be pretty cool, I think. That's what I'm going to do with that one. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so for all you beach lovers out there, we wish you a beachy Christmas, all right? That's the sentiment. And the other one is Seashell Christmas. So we've got a tree that is made of seashells. Okay. I started working on it. I'll show you what I did. And I still have to finish it. So we've got our little seashell tree. And then the sentiment is, we wish you a beachy Christmas. Pretty simple, pretty easy pretty cool. It's really neat. And this is what it looks like stamped. Stamped it on my parchment paper. I didn't get a chance to color that one in yet. I also had, this is Shimmering Bliss. I think it's the light blue dolphin color. So I started coloring it on that. And then I stamped my sentiment and die cut it with a rectangle die. We wish you a beachy Christmas. And I have some pretty paper that's from my stash So my paper has the seashells and everything. They're foil cardstock. And I'll probably pop this up on here with some foam tape. Okay? That's my plan for that one. That one's called Seashell Christmas. And the sentiment is, we wish you a beachy Christmas. Yeah, that's a pretty piece of paper. I had it from an older paper pad somewhere. I don't even remember which one it is. It's like one-sided. I don't know if it was Hero Arts. Remember how I used to get like a Hero Arts like box of the month or whatever. And I think that's where that came from. But don't quote me on it because I can't remember for sure. But I think it's going to make a pretty card. Okay. And then the last stamp, which is the one we're going to play with tonight. And we are going to make a card together. This one says, "Oh, come let us adore him." This is Let Us Adore Him. This one is $5.95. Okay, so it's got really pretty font. And what I have is a stencil from A Colorful Life. This is a previous release stencil. I didn't put my Colorful Life Designs link. Sorry, I should have done that. And I'm going to use Shimmering Bliss sprays to spray this scene right here. That's what we're going to do tonight together, okay? And then I'm going to put this sentiment on the top. So let's get started, okay? So I'm going to have to buy... Oh, by the way, this... Hi there, Ramona. So, by the way, this stencil, which is called Three Wise Men, it's from A Colorful Life Designs. It also comes with the mask, which makes it nice if you're going to be doing some ink blending or something, you know. So that's the one that we're going to use tonight. You're welcome. All right, I'm going to try to find a dark blue color for the night sky. This is Dolphin Cove. It's probably not even dark enough. Oh, this one is it. This Lapis Lazuli. Okay, so if you're not familiar, Shimmering Bliss sprays are mica sprays, which you can get from Technique Junkies. Let's see. I'll tell you what size the bottle is here in a second. So yeah, Pat has been delayed getting back. She still hasn't, I looked at her website and she hasn't been able to change the banner across the top, which she usually changes with the new stamps. But if you go to the website, you can look at the October 2022 stamp release. You can still see all of those stamps. I'm going to go to Shimmering Bliss. And you get... in a second here. Oh, that's really great, Ramona. It's a 2-ounce bottle. And if you buy the bundle, you can have a discount. So that's a very good point. Thanks, Laura Ann, for pointing that out. Now, with Shimmering Bliss sprays, I just roll them between my hands to get that mica activated. Then I look at the bottom and I say, okay, that's good. And then I grab my old box here. I'm going to have to raise my camera, folks. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so this one is my box for that. So let's grab our stencil. Okay, let me grab a paper towel. Let me grab a piece of cardstock. Thought I had a piece here somewhere. Let me check it here. Here it is. See if I can keep my lid from falling. That's always the trick. Okay. That's right. The I gotta have it all syndrome. Yeah. Okay, let me grab a panel here. Oh, and by the way, I am going to spray this with Pixie Spray so that it stays for me. These Wise Men, I mean, I think they're pretty intricate, so I just want to make sure when I spray, I just want to make sure that when I spray the spray, that it doesn't seep under these Wise Men. So I'm going to use some Pixie Spray, and you can also buy this at Technique Junkies, and if you use my code, you get 10% off. So that's kind of cool to be able to get your Pixie Spray on sale. And the only other thing I need to link is my Colorful Life Designs, which is Tracy Fan 10. That's my code for that company. All right, let that Pixie Spray, when you spray your Pixie Spray, it's a low tack adhesive and it's repositionable. When you spray it, you want to let it dry for a minute before you put it on your paper. So let that dry a second. Okay. And let me look up that information for you all here in a second. This is always so much fun to play with Shimmering Bliss sprays. Okay, so I'm going to put this down a little bit so that I want to make sure my sentiment actually fits. It's a pretty big sentiment, so I'm going to have to lower my Wise Men down a little bit or turn it this way. And the Wise Men will also fit that way. That might be my best bet. All right, let me just make sure I have it straight. Let me make sure I have it straight. Now I want to make sure that this top part doesn't interfere, so I'm just going to tuck it under my card panel. Just like that. Now we're ready to do it. Now we're ready to spray. Here we go. This is this is Lapis Lazuli Shimmering Bliss Spray. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. So this is like my night sky. Now, when you're trying to coat the entire panel, you can go really close. Okay, you don't have to be really far away. All right, so that's looking like a great night sky, right? Oh, isn't that pretty? And they call them Shimmering Bliss Sprays because they have so much mica powder in them. They really shimmer. They're so pretty. Okay. Let's go ahead and that's okay, T. You worked all day, girl. You need to take a break. And if your husband's making something good to eat, you need to grab supper. It's okay. Okay, so let's just dab this up here. I don't want to get all over my fingers. All right, and then I'm going to slowly pull this stencil up. Oh, I might have to blot that a little bit too. Looks like I have a lot of Shimmering Bliss on my Wise Men. I don't want it to run is what I'm saying. So that's why I'm doing this. Just really, really gently just blotting this with my paper towel. So just blotting that. Okay. Here we go. The big moment. All right, so we got our 3 Wise Men on their camels. Now, what's cool is because I have the mask, I can cover them. And if I wanted to, I could color this in like black or something, or even the color of sand. I could spray that. Let me find, where did I put the mask? Seriously, I just had it. Of course I put it somewhere. Of course. Okay, mask, where are you? Quit hiding from me. Oh, there it is. Underneath my box. Oh, wow, pork chops. Pork chops sound good if I could say it. Okay, so I don't want to spray it because I don't want to make my men brown. I want them to, my wise men brown. I want them to stay white. So I'm not going to spray anything else on this one. When you do have your Shimmering Bliss sprays, you'll see that that's highly pigmented mica. What I'll do is I'll spray this with some hairspray, you know. You can spray it with Krylon, anything you have that you can set it so that it doesn't rub off on the people's fingers when you send them the card. All right, so let me get my hairspray. And all I use is old-fashioned Aquanet. Yep. I'll be working at the Technique Junkies booth on Friday, starting at 10 o'clock. I will be helping with make and take, so I'm really excited about that. And then on Saturday at noon, this is all Eastern Standard Time, Nancy and I will be doing a foiling class. If you are interested in attending, there is a cost to join into the foiling class at the stamp show, but you do get a full-size roll of toner foil. You also get foil art, a whole package of it. And you get card bases, envelopes, you get a dusty brush, and you get some adhesive. So it's a really good deal. It's in York, Pennsylvania. If you live anywhere near there, or maybe you're from Baltimore or near that area, we would love it if you would drive up to meet us. We're going to have a great time. I think I'm going to... So this stamp has stars alongside the words. It says, "Oh, come let us adore him." And it's got some stars, but I think I want to put some stars on my night sky. All right. So I'm going to get my splat box back out again. Shouldn't have put it away. And I'll grab my white ink that I use for splatting things around. Grab that. Oh, I just had it out the other day, so I know it's here. Okay. I'm just going to use some of this Hero Arts unicorn ink. I'm going to put it on a little stamp block and just splatter it out. You can use any kind of white ink. Okay, got my stamp block. I know. This is very rare. I got it off of Amazon. I'm going to splatter it first and then spray it. Water. I need some water. And I need my splattery brush that I like to use to splat with. Yeah, that Aquanet works good. I agree with you. Man, my goodness. I used a lot of it in the 80s, just like you said. Ramona, I'm the same with you. I was probably a destroyer of the ozone layer, but back then, the bigger the hair, the better. Spray it first so it won't bleed blue. Okay, I'll spray it first and then I'll splatter. Okay. Thanks, Candace. Just takes a quick spray. It doesn't, you don't want to like super saturate it. Just quick spray over top, okay? Thanks, Candace. That helped a lot. All right. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of ink on my little block here. Okay. Oh, and then I'm gonna have to cover these guys. I don't want to get stars on them. 90s too. Yeah, you're right. And then a little bit of water. My brush, and I'm just gonna fling. Just gonna fling. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, I like it. Okay. So we got some stars. Now, let's let that dry. And then we'll get our sentiment ready. Okay. Anyways, I'll hold that up. You see, I have some stars in the sky. Okay. Okay, we got our sentiment here. Trying to think, I might do that. I might do this in silver. I think that would look pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in silver. Thank you, T. Okay. Let me grab my Misty. Thanks, Gloria. I like the Shimmering Bliss spray for my background and made it nice and dark and pearlescent. I like that a lot. All right. Going to, like I said, I'm going to use white, just use white cardstock, and I'll just heat emboss the sentiment with silver embossing powder. So anyways, there's been a lot going on with me, guys. I wanted to give you an update. So first of all, yesterday, again, I was able to get over 3,000 subscribers for my channel. That was a major milestone for me. I want to say thank you to all of you who support me. I appreciate each and every one of you. It means a lot to me that you're willing to watch my videos and support my channel. It's been quite a journey having a YouTube channel and meeting, whoops, I forgot to take my pad out, and meeting some wonderful people, including all of you and all of the folks over at the Foiling Snobs Club, and meeting Nancy in person and being able to spend time with her in person has been, you know, a true blessing. So I really value her friendship. And I value Chow and Stacy and T, and we have another new moderator, Carly. And of course, we have Jerry, who helps us so much. And all of you who are part of the FSC, you really mean a lot to me. And I couldn't have done this without all of you. So kudos to all of you for being the support and helping to spread the word about my channel. I started the channel back in 2018. So 1920. So it took me 4 years to get to 3,000, which that's kind of long. I would have liked to got there sooner. But everything happens in the timing, you know, I figure it's God's timing. It's not my timing, it's his, right? So all I can do is just keep persevering and, you know, keep trying to grow. Why do I care about having a YouTube channel? Well, I certainly like to share with all of you, have a connection, have a community, be part of something bigger than myself. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thanks, Marva. Thank you, Gloria. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Ramona. Hi, Peggy. Thank you. Definitely, it's great to be part of something, you know, bigger than myself. Just to be out there by myself, you know, it's just different. It's not as fun. It's great to be part of something. We have the Foiling Snobs Club. Oh, thank you, Nancy. We have the Foiling Snobs Club that Nancy and I created to help promote our channels, which really has helped me a lot. I want to say thank you to Nancy because really she has taught me so much. She's definitely been like a wonderful friend, but also a great mentor. She definitely deserves every success that comes her way, and I support her. My mini Misty is in my bag for my stamping club, which is coming up in 3 weeks. It's just the perfect size for me to save to take with me to my stamping clubs. That's where that is. I love my mini Misty. It's super cute. All right. Let's go ahead and throw this embossing powder down. And then I'll tell you what else is going on. So, yeah, it's been such a blessing. And like I said, I owe it all to the people who watch, the people who, you know, like the cards that I create. You know, I can only get where I am with others lifting up me and my channel and supporting me, and also me trying to help lift others up and support them as well. So I really do try to do that. And I want to say that excuse me. Yes, I'll bring it with me next weekend. You'll get to see it again, Nancy. How's that sound? So, you know, you guys know I talked about this on Stamp Wars. I'm going to be getting a knee replacement in December. And as part of the knee replacement, you have to go through a whole bunch of pre-tests. And so if any of you have ever had any major surgery like that, that's a joint replacement, you can relate. I went to a new family doctor because my family doctor retired. So back in August, I got to go to my new family doctor, and he ordered, you know, blood work, whatever, the routine stuff that they do for a physical. He asked me if I was having any other symptoms, and I told him that my heart is racing and pounding sometimes really hard. I said, I know I need to lose weight. I know that I am out of shape, but I am worried about my heart because in my dad's family, heart disease runs in his family. Now, all of his brothers and his sisters, mostly all of them, have had some kind of heart surgery. My dad's the only one that hasn't. So I asked the doctor, would I be able to get some work, like just something to look at my heart, just to make sure my heart is okay. So he was like, yeah, we can order you an EKG and echocardiogram. So he said, I also want you to see a cardiologist. All right. So I got my EKG done on the 19th. And the, you know, system allows you to see your results pretty quickly. And I got my results and I read them. And it was really very scary. There's 3 things wrong with my heart, I found out. The first one has to do with like they call it the wiring of your heart. Anyways, I went to the cardiologist on the 23rd, and he said that the wiring on the right side of my heart isn't firing, but it's firing on the left side, just on the left side. So my heart basically, you know, sometimes people have to get a pacemaker for that. So my heart's not firing right. I also have a valve in my heart. It's called the tricuspid valve that is kind of leaky, like it's regurgitating. And a lot of people have mitral valve prolapse. This one is called tricuspid valve, so it's the other valve. But really, really concerning is that the right side of my heart is enlarged to the point where it's not the size that it's supposed to be. So, which is probably why there's like pounding in my chest. And also my heart is probably having to work harder to pump. Well, first of all, because I have a weight, like I'm overweight. I also, I don't exercise. I am going to physical therapy now for my knee. So I am at least getting some movement, and that's been good. But anyways, long story short, with me and my heart right now, I'm going to be basically resigning from all my design teams and just focusing on getting well and staying well. Yep, my heart is broken. Just, it's really scary. And I'm so glad that I found out about it now. I was talking to, oh, you have AFib? Debbie, yeah, yeah. You have that same problem as me then, yeah. I know that, like I said, my dad has had AFib. Um, yes. Okay, thank you, Laura Ann. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's just the one side of my heart that's enlarged and the valve and everything. Anyways, I'm glad that I found out now instead of finding out and like having a heart attack and finding out, or like having a stroke and finding out. It's a real wake-up call for me, you guys. It's scary, and I want to be here for my son. I want to be here for my husband. I don't want to risk any more things with my health. I'm going to, like I said, step away from the design teams, which is heartbreaking for me, but I have to get a stress-free life moving forward. I need to be able to take care of myself. Number one is me. I need to be able to deal with these health concerns. This is the number one job in my life right now. Basically to lose weight, to eat well, to get enough sleep, to get less stress in my life. These are all very important priorities for my health and my well-being moving forward. So definitely, I appreciate all your support. So it's like bittersweet tonight because it's a lot to deal with. I know I'm not the only one who has these kind of issues. I know that a lot of you have, AFib. You're telling me that right now. I appreciate you sharing that with me. Thank you, Alice. My plan is that I want to just make cards for fun. I just want to be able to come back to my craft room and make a card because I want to send it to somebody, not the pressure of all of the deadlines and all of the responsibilities. And being on design teams has been wonderful. I've met some really great people. These ladies that run these companies are amazing. And hi, Sherry. Thank you. Cherie, thank you very much. I feel like I'm letting people down. I don't like to do that. I like to follow through on my commitments and to do things on time. But I just need a little bit of grace right now so that I can get well and not feel the pressure. So I've already stopped working with the Colorful Life Designs. Not stopped, but like had to retire, whatever you want to say. I want to say that Mary Kay, who is the owner of a Colorful Life Designs, has been so supportive. She had a stroke last year around this time, and she said that we could encourage each other to get well. So that was really sweet. Thank you so much, Mary Kay. I really appreciate your support and your reaching out to help me through some of the feelings that I'm having. I told Mary Kay last week, but I had to wait to tell Pat because she's in Scotland. So, and while Pat was in Scotland, she broke her phone, and she also said that her husband lost his phone on the way home. So neither one of them have their cell phones. So I sent her an email, and I'm hoping that she gets it so that she knows. I do have to just like withdraw at this time. I do plan on, continuing through October, doing the stamp show. I'm obviously still going because to me, that time to go to that stamp show is going to be relaxing and fun. Meeting all of you that are in the FSC in person, there's no greater joy for me. It's just a special kind of magic when we see each other face to face. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. So I do plan on sometimes doing card making videos, maybe doing impromptu lives more. Wouldn't that be fun? Probably more lives. The pre-recorded videos are all like design team things. Yep, I'm stuck with Nancy all weekend. So Nancy and Leah are going to be my support group. And we're not going to look for any squirrels. No squirrels, please. Yep, I appreciate all of your support and your understanding. Yeah, talk about stress, being stuck with Nancy. That's stressing my husband out, because he's like, how much money are you going to spend at this stamp show? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Cherie. Oh, wow, isn't that something? Well, I am encouraged by the cardiologist that I went to see. He said that one of the medications I have been taking may have been part of the reason why my heart is enlarged. So he switched my medication like right away. And he's going to see me again in like 3 weeks. He said, you don't have to have any kind of surgery on your heart or anything right now. He said, well, we need to keep monitoring this closely. So all of this came about because I was supposed to get this knee replacement surgery. So hopefully all of my blood work is okay. My cholesterol was a little bit elevated, but like my sugar level was good. Looked like there were some deficiencies in vitamins. So I'm sure that they'll address that. I might be anemic. It looked like I looked like from what I was reading it. The med was called diltalzium. It's a blood pressure medicine. And it one of the side effects is it can enlarge your heart. But it's only on the right side of my heart. So we're trying to figure out all that. What was I going to say? I'm trying to think. Where was I? Yeah, the knee replacement surgery. Oh, Debbie. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, my gosh, Cherie. You had your knee replaced in December. And you also said your husband had a heart attack. And now he's 74 and stronger than you. Wow. So hopefully keep your fingers crossed. If my heart's okay and everything else is okay, hopefully I'll still get to get this knee replaced. But it might not be in the cards for me. I don't know. The cardiologist said, I can't clear you right now. I want you to come back in a couple weeks and we'll talk about, whether it's safe to do that or not. So thank you all for allowing me to share that with you. I know that was like a lot to share all at one time, but I had to get it off my chest because I've pretty much been holding it in since last Friday because I didn't want Pat to find out. I wanted Pat to know when she came back to the United States. I didn't want her to find out. I didn't want to try to text her. She's in Scotland enjoying her family. I didn't want to bother her, so I thought, well, I'll just send it to her the day that she's coming back. But then the phone situation happened, so she's a little stressed out. You want to talk about stress? That woman is going through a lot of stress. So please support Technique Junkies and maybe think about getting some of these adorable stamps. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it. If you can keep me in your prayers, that would be amazing. I believe in the power of prayer. Thank you, Laura Ann. I'm not sure what they're going to say. Yeah, they might want that. Yeah. Oh, Cherie, of course. You guys are like my family, I have been going to physical therapy for 6 weeks. I can tell you that has helped my leg become stronger and for the muscles to become stronger. But my knee is bone-on-bone arthritis. My kneecap will shift, and that causes a great deal of pain. We were on Stamp Wars the other night, and I got up to go get something from my craft room, and my knee shifted inside there. And it was like, boom, instant pain. I almost dropped to the floor. I actually screamed. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, Gloria. You had to have the cataract surgery. Aw. Debbie's having it too. Well, all of you, I totally can relate to some of the things that you're going through, and we can be each other's support. How's that sound? Yes, we can lift each other up with support. Oh, good job. So let me go ahead and heat emboss this. Oh, yeah, Cherie, that would be something, wouldn't it? Let me just do this real quick. I tell you, Ramona, I agree with you on that. Oh, so Cherie says she's probably going to be having a knee replacement surgery. We might be having ours at the same time. They say it's really hard to recover compared to like a hip surgery. But that's why I'm doing the prehab right now. I'm putting the work in right now so that I can have a little, hopefully a stronger knee, stronger leg, I mean. Okay, so we've got our panel here, and it's still a little damp, so I'm going to spray it. Yeah, now it's better. It was a little bit damp. I was worried about that. Oh, I hope so, Susan. Oh my gosh. A lot of people have to have cataract surgery at some point in their life, it seems. All right, so what I thought I would do, yep, I'm going to keep my physical therapy going. My appointments are twice a week. And I'm actually going to be doing those exercises on my left leg. I have been doing them on my left leg at therapy, but I'm going to start doing them on my other leg at home. So what they taught me at therapy, I can do at home too. Oh, that's true, Cherie. There's a lot of people that as they age, they have to lean on the Lord for their strength so that they can get through those times of trials, that's for sure. I know I certainly do. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this out with our die from Paper Rose. This is the stitched rectangle die set. They're out of Australia. I don't know if any of you have ever purchased any dies from this company before, but they're pretty nice. I like them, and they're not as expensive as some of those other companies. Yeah, Ramona, I had a torn meniscus on my right knee. That's not the knee that's planned to have surgery, but a torn meniscus on my right knee that I got fixed in 2017. So I'm like, my right knee is my strong knee right now. I need to keep that knee working well. I agree, it has a lot to do with the extra weight. There's no doubt about it. It makes my heart beat harder. My heart has to work harder to, you know, supply the blood for my body. There's just, yeah, but it's so hard to lose weight. On the other hand, it's really hard. I was born with the chubby gene. I've got that gene in my DNA. All right, let me just run this through my die cut machine, and then we'll also die cut this one too. Yep, I saw left camel's head. I almost chopped it off. So I moved the die over just a little bit. That's right, Candace. We all need extra support sometimes. There's no doubt about it. Yep, we need to have, like, you know, to support each other as we're going through these things. And a lot of us can relate because we might have been through something similar. Sounds like a lot of us have been through similar things. When I got my meniscus repair done, it went pretty smoothly, I have to say. So hopefully that's a good sign. I bounced back, you know, pretty quick. So I'll be off work for a while, starting in December. My knee replacement is scheduled for December the 5th. You know, whether that happens or not, we'll see. But if it does happen, I'll probably be off work until the beginning of January. Yep, food is my comfort. My mom every Sunday makes this gigantic meal for us. all of our life, food has been our comfort. My sister who passed away, she and I had this conversation once before about food being our comfort. We talked about it more than once, but about food being our comfort and just the overeating part of it. Like, because my mom makes so much food when she has us over, because that's like her love language. Her way of showing us love is by making us this awesome meal. Like today, I didn't get to go because I was at my church school, but today she had a nice meal because tomorrow's my dad's birthday. He's going to be 74, you guys. So we got a pretty sentiment there. That's awesome. This company is called Paper Rose. I'll show you the packaging. And it is, I stress eat a lot too, Candace. Now I'm trying not to. I've already changed my eating habits in a way. Like I'm not totally on rabbit food yet, you know, rabbit food. Yeah. But I did buy some, you know, salad mix. I do enjoy salads, so that's a good thing. But, you know, even that gets a little bit old after a while. So you have to be creative. My thing is I want to stay away from any kind of sweets. I think I can treat myself to smaller portions of sweets. That's what I need to do. Oh my goodness, Beth. Wow. I'm so sorry. Wow. I know when I was going through a really bad time, when I was in my late 20s, I lost a lot of weight because I was really depressed. I didn't turn to food for comfort then. I was just really in a bad spot in my life. I don't think I found comfort in anything at that point. So even food wasn't comforting for me at that point, right? So that's right, Peggy. We don't want any squirrels. No squirrels and no squirrel food. Okay, let me see. I think I'll get a piece of black card for my card panel. And that's pretty classy looking, I think. I might mat it with some silver cardstock behind it, that holographic silver. Wouldn't that look pretty? Yeah, that would look great. That won't take me but a minute. Let me grab that. Here we go. That's gold. Gold. Yeah, it sounds like Mike is a really good cook, so that's great. Yeah, but I know what you're saying. Hard to lose weight when you have a great chef in the house, right? So I just have this generic metallic foil board that I got off of Amazon. I'm just going to cut this down for my panel. I'm going to look to see if I have any other colors that I might like better. I also have the Sizzix set that has the blacks and the brush metal and the glitter. The glitter might look pretty. Of course, we have our glitter cardstock that we got off of Amazon. So I've got glitter cardstock. This is from Amazon. I like that. That's really glitzy. Yeah, I think that's what I'll go with. In case you're wondering, Nancy has this in her Amazon shop. This is glitter cardstock. It's a variety pack. You get 40 sheets in one pack. So it's a really good deal. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out with the die, and then we'll be able to put our card together. So yeah, I'm not going away for good, guys. You know, I'm still going to be around. I'm going to be part of the FSC, and I will be making cards and taking pictures of them, I'm sure. Posting them on my social media just for the fun of it. Just to show and tell, right? Like, this is what I made, and this is how I made it. And there's also obviously going to be chances for me and Nancy to do lives together with foiling. Maybe I can do more hot foiling just for the fun of it videos. I do enjoy hot foiling. And I'm still part of Stamp Wars, of course. That's not going to change. Okay, that's a good idea, Beth. I will do that. Yep, absolutely. This silver is so pretty. No point in wasting it. No, not that one. I'm going to do the next size. Stamp Wars is going to be October... Oh, I can't remember the date. Nancy, do you have the date handy for Stamp Wars? Yeah, I know how can I say this? I know I have to find alternatives to food I have to stop eating. The foods that I love for comfort, and only do it once in a while. Everything in moderation is the key to success. And anytime you do something too much, that's when, like the overindulging, that's the hard part. That's all part of the overeating, you know, the whole thing, you know, trying to find the comfort from the food. There's a lot of people that experience those concerns. So I know that there's a lot of you that can relate to that. Aw, Candace. Smaller dinner plates, that's a great idea. Yep. Yeah. No, food is a big deal in my family. I don't know, Jim. I'm not sure what the theme's going to be. That's a good guess, though. Oh, and don't forget, for those of you who purchased the last Stamp Wars stamp set from Kevin, our class with him is coming up. So make sure you mark that on your calendar. It's Wednesday. Oh, getting myself all hung up here. Okay. Okay. So now we have a nice frame. That is such a pretty glitter paper. It's so bright. I don't know who the host is. It's not me. I was the host last time. All right, I'm just going to glue this on. Yep, we have a lot going on in October personally with our travel plans. You know, I'm being away. I'm leaving on Friday to head down to the stamp show, StamperCon in York, Pennsylvania. And then Nancy and I are staying overnight there Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm going to be heading to Bucks County, Pennsylvania. There's where my company is located. We're having like a summit about our rate. We call it rates. It's our budget. So we're having our summit on that Monday. So I'll be staying overnight Friday and Saturday with Nancy. And then Sunday night, I'll be staying in the hotel for my work. And then Monday, our summit is supposed to last from 9 to like 5. And I probably won't drive home that night. I'll probably stay one more night because it's a 4-hour drive, you guys. It's clear on the other side of Pennsylvania. And I don't like to make that kind of drive after working all day. And just, it gets me I get really tired, you know, driving. I think also that's one of the reasons why I get really tired. I know, Candace. But I think when your heart's not working well, you get tired easily. So I think that might have something to do with what's going on with my heart and feeling tired. Well, I have to go, Candace. I don't think I can get out of it. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to see if I can join by Zoom. Since I have to travel the furthest, I have to go 4 hours to get there. Everybody else, I think everybody else, the furthest they have to travel is maybe 2 hours. So we're going to have this big summit at our offices. And if I don't join in person, then I have to be there in Zoom. So that's no fun. But either way, hey, it's my job. So I'll be doing that. So I might not be home until Tuesday of next week. And then October 22nd is Jacob's Boy Scout Court of Honor ceremony. So we're really excited about getting that organized. I mean, I still have so much to do with that. I have to figure out which food we're going to have. Jacob and I have to figure out which ceremony he's going to be using. So there's a lot to do with that. Yeah, Nancy will be in Maryland all next week for her work. Oh, that is so pretty. Didn't that turn out nice? I like it. So that was easy to make that background. Hi, Star. Hey, you're just joining us. I didn't see you until now. Oh, thank you, Cherie. Okay, well, that's all I have, you guys. I didn't know if any of you had any questions at this point or anything else. Oh, I better put my camera down. It's really high. Yeah, that Shimmering Bliss spray is just the bomb. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? You really can't see my stars. I covered them up with the, but I could use a gel pen. Thanks. All right, let's just put a couple stars just around the card. I could also put some stars down here. And I could even put some gems on here, but this is enough. It's shiny enough. I like it the way it is. It kind of looks like snow. I'm going to stop before I make it look like snow. Okay, so yeah, that's my discount code for Technique Junkies. And my discount code for Colorful Life Designs is Tracy Fan 10. If you like this stencil, it's called 3 Wise Men. And the Shimmering Bliss spray that I use is called Lapis Lazuli. Okay, we've got this nice dark blue. All right. All right, thanks again, everybody, for all your support and your encouragement. And thank you so much for joining me on my live tonight. I'll keep in touch with y'all, let you know how I'm doing, update you as time goes on as to what's going to be happening. I'm just so glad I got to spend some time with you all. All right, everybody, I'm going to jump off here so I can get some sleep. Have a great night. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.